In the small, peaceful town of Riverton, there lived a bright yet distracted young man named Liam. Known for his quick wit and creative mind, Liam had all the potential to excel. However, he had a habit that held him back. He never valued the precious minutes ticking by. Every day, instead of channeling his talents towards something meaningful, Liam would lose himself in endless hours of video games, social media scrolling, and casual banter with friends. At first, his family and teachers admired his natural intelligence. They often remarked, "Liam, you're so gifted. When will you start using your talents for something great?" But Liam always replied with a carefree shrug, "I've got plenty of time. I'll get around to it eventually." This attitude worked in his favor for a while, as he breezed through school assignments and exams with minimal effort. Yet, as the days turned into months, his reliance on last-minute cramming and procrastination began to show. One crisp autumn day, the results of the midterm exams were announced. The scores shocked everyone, especially Liam. For the first time, his brilliant reputation was tarnished by disappointing grades. His teachers, who had once been proud of his achievements, now looked at him with worry and disapproval. Friends who used to celebrate his successes started keeping their distance, and even his family could hardly mask their disappointment. Staring at his test paper filled with red marks, Liam felt a mix of anger, regret, and confusion. "How could I have let it get this far?" he muttered to himself. That evening, while the twilight deepened, Liam's mind was a whirlpool of regrets. Unable to shake off his dismay, he decided to visit Mr. Anderson, a retired school teacher and longtime family friend known for his wisdom. Mr. Anderson lived in a modest house on the edge of town, surrounded by a garden that seemed to echo the calm of his spirit. As Liam arrived, he found the old man sitting on his porch, slowly rocking in a creaky chair. "Mr. Anderson," Liam began hesitantly, "I'm at a loss. I used to be one of the best students, but now everything's falling apart. I can't figure out why I've started failing despite knowing what I should be doing." Mr. Anderson listened intently, his eyes reflecting both sadness and understanding. After a thoughtful pause, he motioned for Liam to sit beside him. "Liam," he said gently, "do you know what life is truly? It is much like the flowing river behind my house." Liam looked at the small stream that meandered through the garden. "This river," Mr. Anderson continued, "never stops. Every drop of water flows by, never to return. If you waste a moment, you can never reclaim it." Liam frowned, trying to grasp the metaphor. "But sir, isn't it true that the river always replenishes itself? That continues on?" Mr. Anderson smiled kindly. "Yes, the river does continue, but each drop that passes is unique. It represents a moment you once had, opportunity, a chance to learn, a chance to grow. When you squander that moment on distractions, no amount of replenishment can bring it back." That conversation echoed in Liam's mind for days. The metaphor of the river slowly sank in. He began to see that every minute he wasted was like letting water slip through his fingers, an opportunity forever lost. Determined to turn his life around, Liam decided to restructure his day. He set an early morning alarm, created a schedule, and committed to balancing his leisure with productive activities. The transformation wasn't immediate. At first, old habits beckoned, and the lure of distractions was strong. There were moments when Liam would catch himself idly scrolling through his phone, his eyes glazing over as he lost track of time. But he remembered Mr. Anderson's words and the image of the flowing river, and each time, he forced himself to refocus. Slowly, the mornings became dedicated to studying, the afternoons to creative projects, and the evenings to reflection and planning for the future. As weeks turned into months, the effects of his newfound discipline began to show. Not only did his grades improve dramatically, but Liam also discovered talents he never knew he had. He took up painting and creative writing, and his work started to attract attention at local community events. His friends, once bemused by his constant procrastination, began to admire his commitment and the passion he poured into every project. During one particular community art festival, Liam unveiled a large painting titled Moments in Time. The artwork depicted a vibrant river, its waters glistening under a radiant sun, with countless drops reflecting memories of the past. As visitors admired the painting, Liam explained its meaning. "Every drop in this river represents a moment in our lives," he said. "We can't stop time, nor can we get back what's lost. What matters is how we choose to spend each moment. Every decision we make shapes our destiny." The audience was captivated, not only by the beauty of his work, but also by the wisdom behind it. Even Mr. Anderson, who had been one of the most ardent supporters of Liam's transformation, was moved to tears. "You've truly learned the essence of time, Liam," he said, placing a gentle hand on the young man's shoulder. Inspired by his journey and the newfound respect of his community, Liam began hosting weekly time workshops at the local library. In these sessions, he shared his personal struggles, the wisdom imparted by Mr. Anderson, and practical strategies for managing time effectively. His story resonated with many, especially with other students who, like him once, found themselves overwhelmed by distractions and procrastination. One rainy afternoon, as Liam was preparing for a workshop, a timid girl named Sophie approached him. "Mr. Liam," she said softly, "I've been having a hard time managing my studies. I'm always distracted, and now I feel like I'm falling behind. How did you manage to change your ways?" Liam smiled warmly and invited her to join the workshop. "Sophie, it all starts with recognizing the value of every single minute," he explained. "When I learned that time is like the water in a river, I realized that wasting even a moment means letting go of a chance to be better. Start small, set goals, create a routine, and remember that every effort counts. With time, you'll see change." As the workshop progressed, more and more people joined, sharing their challenges and triumphs. It became a community movement, a collective realization that time, though relentless, could be harnessed to build dreams, cultivate talents, and forge futures. Liam's journey from a carefree procrastinator to a dedicated and inspiring mentor was a testament to the transformative power of recognizing life's fleeting moments. He often recalled the day he sat with Mr. Anderson and visualized the river's endless flow, a constant reminder that every second was a chance to change one's destiny. In the end, Liam not only reclaimed his potential, but also lit the way for others to follow. His life became a vibrant tapestry woven with discipline, creativity, and purpose. And as Riverton continued to flourish with the energy of its awakened youth, the lesson of the flowing river lived on. Time, once lost, can never be regained, so every moment counts.